After a long and beautiful drive into Ink Slate State Park, I welcomed an opportunity to stretch my legs for a moment and work on a small gift to present to my guests. After having seen so many of their videos and visiting many of the same parks, I was really excited to meet the state parkers in person. After some initial hellos and small talk, we decided to forego camp setup and take advantage of the beautiful weather. We readied our bags and equipment, determined our route, and set out on the trail.
We've broken out into sort of a wide open field of rock, the trail, the wildflowers. I'm following the yellow blazes. This is pretty simple so far.
Spring in Texas was in full effect. It seemed that life was blooming from every nook and cranny. We saw some interesting animals as we traversed the trails along the lake and passed through the Pecan Flats area.
You're the new star of the show.
We ended up back at camp just in time to watch the sunset over the lake.
So I'm here with the state parkers. Say hi, guys.
Hello!
I invited them out to join me at Ink Lake State Park, and they very generously accepted my offer. And
Well, we're glad we did.
yeah, I managed to survive my first hike with them. And now I know why their videos are so awesome, because they do so much work towards making these videos, and it's amazing to see it.
It doesn't feel like work, but it does feel like it feels like work. but it doesn't. I don't know how to say it, man.
It's exercise. It's
Yeah,
exercise.
definitely.
Enjoyable.
Yes, exercise.
It's enjoyable.
I mean, honestly, when you're surrounded by all the beautiful things that we've seen today, it doesn't feel like work. I can't imagine it ever feeling like work. So thanks again, guys, for coming out and joining me. And if you guys haven't seen their channel, I will put a link in the description below. Please check them out. Their videos are awesome, and they showcase my favorite state of Texas. We're gonna go and set up camp in a little while, and I'll pick up where we left off.
With the last of the sunlight, we set up camp, had some backpacking style meals, and exchanged some gifts. We chatted for a while, and then hit the hammocks. Morning of day 2. The morning greeted us with chattering birds and an overcast sky. After a hot breakfast, we went and ran some quick errands. In true State Parkers fashion, Melody forgot the memory card for her camera. We also wanted to cook a meal on the campfire, so we decided to pick up some provisions. With everything in order, we set out to hike the Devil's Backbone Trail.
All right, why don't you show us the route that we're gonna take?
Okay. We're here. This is the parking lot area for the Devil's Waterhole swimming hole. We're gonna take this new trail. Well, it's kind of an old trail, but up through here, past the creek here, and then we're gonna come break off to the right, follow back up into the rocks. And it's not listed on this particular map, but we're gonna come up here and go past the bridge and make our way that way past Chicken Rock to the bird blind and wildlife viewing area.
Sweet.
If the weather holds up, it should be pretty awesome.
We walked along the trail, seeing some of the park's more well-known features.
Clint is removing his backpack so that he can go and jump off of Chicken Rock. Just kidding. I'm definitely gonna have to dip my feet in that later.
Here's Melody perfecting her shot.
you get it?
Thanks.
There's
Yay,
Cliff back
he's
there
so
dancing.
cute. Look at this little guy.
Just started this trail. We already can't get enough taken.
Oh man,
Just
that's a
started this
perfect
trail.
shot.
We already can't get enough.
For our troubles, we were rewarded with some impressive rock formations and waterfalls. I couldn't resist getting my feet wet in the cool water before continuing.
That is slippery. Rocks are so amazing. I doubt that you guys can hear anything I'm saying with this very loud waterfall, but it is just stunning.
We made our way around the waterfall and over some tricky terrain to get to Chicken Rock.
Treacherous terrain. Camera in my hand.
Okay.
Here we go. Making our way back to the back end of Chicken Rock. Almost ate a wasp.
Let us know how it tastes.
Last time I was here, I jumped from this rock. At the end of the trail was a really cool bird blind. We stopped there to recharge and have some snacks and enjoy all the beautiful bird songs.
I had 3 birds in the bowl and a butterfly all in one shot. All 3 times.
Alright, what do you guys think about this bird blind?
We like this bird blind. This is actually the first time that I've come to this bird blind and I didn't have to take my shirt off because I was too hot.
Yeah, it feels great outside. It's really breezy. The birds seem to be enjoying themselves.
Very active. The wildlife is very active today. There's actually a little bunny sitting in here with us.
Let's go see the bunny.
Look over there. I won't go back there.
We had a beautiful visit to the bird blind, and now we're heading back to camp to start prepping for dinner tonight. Totally different terrain here. Completely lush.
We took a slightly different route on the way back to camp. It offered a scenic overlook of the park via the wildflower-lined
Well,
road.
we've almost made it back to my car. And that was a fantastic hike. Really, really beautiful stuff. I hope you guys enjoy the pictures. I've had a great time so far with Clint and Melody from the State Parkers. I'm looking forward to having some dinner with them.
After some prep work, Melody put the bacon sushi on the grill. These look delicious, courtesy of Melody from the State Parkers. It is hamburger meat and cheese wrapped in bacon and slathered in barbecue sauce. We've got some corn to go along with that. Very, very exciting. Thanks.
Glad to be here. Glad to be cooking for you.
Yeah. I think he's equally as excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good, I do believe.
I might be sleeping in my car tonight. It's okay.
Well, the good thing is you're gonna be hanging in that, no matter how hard that wind blows it, it's not gonna flap you.
Yeah.
It'll flap up against you.
No, it'll be fine. And I have another piece of paracord to kind of secure it.
Yeah.
But I moved the tarp because since the wind is coming from this side, I needed a little bit more on that side, so it'll be fine. Like I said, if I need to, I can always sleep in my car. All right, now we're gonna grill this banana and fill it with hazelnut butter and have it with some graham crackers. We enjoyed our dinner and talked for a while by the fire. As you can probably tell, the wind started to pick up and we felt the first drops of rain, so we retreated to our sleeping arrangements and braced for the storm. The calm after the storm. Last night was rough. I definitely learned that I need to improve on my tarp setup and that maybe hammocking isn't the best thing for torrential downpour, but it made for an interesting night for sure. Hopefully Melody and Clint are okay. It looked like they survived the night in their little tent. I'm gonna get some firewood going and get some breakfast started. So this was my tarp setup last night, and like I said, I've learned that I need a lot more practice setting up tarps. Haven't done a whole lot of camping in the rain, so this was really my first time, and it looks like a novice attempt, honestly. It's kind of an awkward spot, so I don't blame myself entirely, but I definitely could have done much better. After a bit of a struggle with some very damp firewood, I made some breakfast while Clint and Melody packed up. All right, my friends here are leaving me.
Sorry.
Making their parting shots.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun camping with you guys.
Yes, it was fun.
I hope to do it again sometime soon.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. That was awesome.
Hopefully with less crazy weather. But
Well,
fun nonetheless.
It leaves us with a good story to tell.
It really
True.
does. It really does.
So,
All right. Well, you guys have a safe trip home.
All right,
And
you too.
it was a pleasure.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good one.
Mwah.
We said our goodbyes, and I spent the rest of the day exploring the remaining trails and taking photographs. I reflected on my observations of the State Parkers' techniques. Although our styles are vastly different, I learned so much from them. They graciously answered all of my questions and offered me great advice and useful tips. Their production of this trip is on Patreon. I highly encourage you to check it out. I don't normally do this, but after spending some time with them and seeing them in action, I really want them to get some support. They put their hearts into their videos, and the results are beautifully filmed and edited videos that are not only funny, but informative as well. I'd love to see what they can do if they aren't having to worry about things like camp fees and fuel. Thank you so much for watching, and happy hiking to you and yours.